Howdy folks, Justin here. We are going to continue our Battlemage arena run. Got a Battlemage aggro deck featuring Odahviing. Take a quick look at the list. Brutal Ashlander, Crown Quartermaster, quite a bit of removal. Our fun cards are Desperate Conjuring and Balmora Spymaster. Got some Rehab Battlemages to go along with our equipment. Several Telvanni Arcanists, good value creatures. A couple Orcish Warhammers. And Rampaging Minotaur and Lightning Bolt for some reach. A Fate Weaver, Shocking Wamasu, and Odahviing at the top of our curve. So let's see what we can do today. I've what have I been doing today? Today I voted. I got my mail-in ballot. Living in Colorado, so everybody gets one of those. Very exciting. Voting kicks ass. So if you have the opportunity, I would encourage you to do that. Not everyone is quite so lucky. And yeah, it's been unseasonably warm here lately. I think I made it so the sound shows up better in game, but I'm not sure. Playing against Jam K Mick Crusader. Seems like a pretty reasonable Crusader opposing opening hand. The in-game sounds are really loud for me, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, I think we Sharpshooter Scout him this way if we need to. I think I'm going to turn down the sound actually a little bit. Uh, we do that so that if we need to, we can soul split that. Isn't that interesting then? Well, I think we're just going to go ahead and soul split. We can use Mace of Encumbrance then to push this out of range of this, as well as shackling, of course, whatever he has. Not a super exciting play, but probably the play nonetheless. Greystone Ravager. Okay. This looks pretty good then. We will shackle that, kill that, and just hope we don't trigger Prophecy. And we did not. Next turn we can craft or end Harpy if we'd like. Or Telvanni Arcanist. Firebolt would obviously be a fantastic draw. But we will see. Just 3 days left till the season ends. I'm not as excited as I was when Histgrove was the card, but still, ooh, that's good for my opponent. Still, I am very excited to just try something new with a new card. That Mechanical Ally seems very exciting. Okay. Let's... Should we try to race our opponent? I kind of think we should. Okay. Yeah. Got quite a bit of pressure on the board. Might, even if we, I mean, depending on how things go, but oof, that's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Okay. I was going to say we might just want to trade in our Harpy, and I think now we definitely do. Although if we go face for 4 and then we lay down another 5 damage over there, does that change anything? Kind of. If we just, I mean, here's the thing though, we don't have an answer to, for instance, an elixired out Senche Tiger. Still, we're ahead by so much. Because he will, if we go face and we don't hit a bad prophecy, he's forced to trade, right? I think we just do that. gives us 5, plus another 3 in hand for 8. A guard will ruin our day here, but we do have potential future value off of Telvanni Arcanist to make up for the fact that our opponent has like 7 more cards than us. 6 more cards. What are we afraid of? I guess Burn and Pillage would wipe our board if our opponent had it. Let's see what happens, though. So we took a pretty risky line here, but we're pressing our advantage, and we're going to lose to, a deck with good removal and control elements, and we're probably going to win in a racing situation. This is the sort of thing I was hoping for, but there could be a terrible follow-up for us here. Even a Kvatch Soldier would be pretty bad for us. Right? Wow. Hello, Odahviing. So it looks like my opponent is taking the racing approach. Bread Conjurer. So what's more important right now? Orcish Warhammer. If I put the Orcish Warhammer on this, it's got 5 toughness. He would need to trade both his creatures in. I think we go for it. And we had to swing with that one first because breaking 1 rune and having a Piercing Javelin hit our biggest creature would be a disaster. This, of course, means he can trade with both our creatures now, which is not ideal. We are not looking good. We have Lightning Bolt, and we have that Minotaur. And we have 20 cards in our deck. I'm sure he's about to play Pillaging Tribune. Fun Crusher. Another good way to look at that card. Yep. Mummify's not going to do it. Not gonna do it. Now, I'm not dead in 2 turns. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I am dead in 2 turns. Dark Rift. Firebolt. Alright, well, I'm not dead in 2 turns. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Okay. We need to play Dark Rift. We need to play Telvanni Arcanist. And we need to play Firebolt. This gives us another chance at a damage spell off Telvanni Arcanist if he removes it. He's only got 7 on board. Doing an extra 6 is probably unlikely. But we're all in here, right? Because we're not going to survive another turn. Dark Rift. Mummify might have been a better play, but Mummify saving that for a guard creature in the Shadow Lane, I think, is a better use of it. Either way, unfortunately, Odahviing is not winning this game. And would Mentor's Ring have won us this game? No. Would Reeve? No. Odahviing's a lot cooler. That's really ultimately why we're running him. We can always hit a Lightning Bolt, too. Shocking Wamasu. Yep. Yep. We're at 6. What you got? There's the Tiger, and I think we're victorious. Does he remove our creature too, or have another guard? He does not. Okay. So the question becomes, how good of a victory was this? I think because we got the value off of the Telvanni Arcanist, it's time to Egyptian style mummify some cats. Solid. All right. Let's do another one. Let's hop on in for another game. I think we're 4-1 now with our Battlemage value deck. More of a value deck than a straight aggro deck. Plus, Odahviing, who's really, I mean, it fits the theme, right? Odahviing is tremendous value. Odahviing is fantastic. So let's see what happens here playing against Meniscus, the Lone Warrior. Let's see if we can tear some Meniscus. Playing Scout. Sure. That's why we're running this card, right? I mean, actually, we're running the card so like turn 10 we can do something stupid with it, but let's see what happens. Greet our opponent. We'll just pass the turn. The temptation is to play him and then play the mace, but not super into that. Now, I will say that pause there, that pause, the fact that our opponent played nothing on turn 2 says to me, I have a Murkwater Witch. Let's see if I'm right. I think the correct answer to Balmora Spymaster is to always just remove it right away. In the early game. In the late game, if you can find a way to not answer it and leave it alone, you're probably better off because of the potential to get like an Odahviing out of it, on turn 12. But this is certainly a fun creature. Last gasp, summon a random creature with cost less than or equal to your max magicka. Alright, what's our plan here? I think our plan here is just... Breton Conjurer is really tempting. It would let us attack into that in Firebolt. Rehad Battlemage, very tempting as well. I'm going to throw down the Conjurer. That might not be right, especially since we are playing against the colors of -1/-1 and silence effects. But now we have 2 targets for that. We're a little less weak to those effects, I suppose. Okay, so we had the Wreath. Alright. What an exciting one. Hopefully we can Firebolt, trade in, play our Battlemage, and be about our business. Don't play a creature. Don't play a creature. Don't play a creature. Shadow Shift. That's good. That's good for our opponent. I think we have to Lightning Bolt that, though. Not a really exciting target. And against these colors, and the fact that they've been so slow to play things, we're probably facing down like a Thorn Hist Mage or something right now. That's probably best case scenario. But we'll do what we can. Okay. Let's get Dark Rift online and Rehad Battlemage. Yeah. We're going to try to race. And then attacks, that thing gets cover. That's cool. Fate Weaver is a pretty good play next turn. So is potentially Mace of Encumbrance to turn this into a fairly enormous creature. Ransack. Alright, I guess it takes all kinds. Let's hit with that. That only puts that up. It doesn't raise its toughness enough, so we're going to just go ahead and Fate Weaver. Another Telvanni Arcanist, okay. Hopefully my opponent swings into our Fate Weaver there, and we can Firebolt and develop both our Arcanists next turn. Or not. Night Shadow. Okay, my opponent's got some pretty good cards. Pretty good indeed. Deadly Draugr. Alright. Soul Split. What are we trying to do here? What are we trying to do? I kind of like Soul Split on Telvanni Arcanist into Mace of Encumbrance. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Alright. So we didn't answer this, although we sort of have an answer between Firebolt and this, but that seems pretty good. No silence effect, no mummify. We got extra desperate conjuring value this game, which I'm happy to take advantage of. We do have a, I mean, the board is not looking great, though. We still have a pretty troubling situation on our hands here. Part of the that's why we didn't go face. We wanted to, as the Battlemage deck playing against the Scout deck, we're trying to try to win some sort of attrition-y type battle here. We will see how successful we can be. Alright. Cool. I'll take it. Preserve of the Root's pretty good. Dragontail Savior. Dragontail Savior. Okay. So that's a lot of stuff he's got going on over there. We need to figure this out pronto. Hey, Celine, you just can't stop yourself lately, can you? Alright, alright, alright. So that's shackled for his next turn. We can't... Let's go ahead and hit that. Some combination of Firebolt and equipment. So that's 7, 8. 9 Magicka, we have access to all that. So we don't have a chance to play High Rock Summoner necessarily, unless we don't play Firebolt and Steel Scimitar. We need to... We can't keep any of these creatures alive through that trade that we need to make. So if we just do this, we can remove that. Actually, we do not need to play Fire or Steel Scimitar. Flame Atronach is not what we're trying to be about here. Alright, that seems pretty good. We're going to go down to 9. Odahviing. We're getting close to Odahviing. Stone Tooth Scrapper. He might just have more than we can handle, unfortunately. Okay. Can we remove 9 damage off this board? I don't think we can, actually. We need an 8-drop that doesn't suck. Too bad it is in that lane, huh? What is our only hope here? We don't have any more prophecies that can win us the game. We don't... I just don't see a way out of this. I just really do not. Oh, so close, right? Well, we tried our best. Our opponent had some great cards, and we just didn't get there, unfortunately. Yep. Cool. Alright. Well, it looks like we suffered our second defeat, once to a Battlemage in our couple videos ago, and now to a Scout. Let's go ahead and see this run through to its conclusion. We will hop back on for another game. Alrighty. There's the list again, right there on the right. Topping out with Odahviing, Shocking Wamasu, and Fate Weaver. I don't know if anybody watches Survivor. I'm a big Survivor fan, and I'm still thinking about Wednesday's episode. Really dramatic Tribal Council. Enjoyed that a lot. Playing against Archer, Alani, Desperate Conjuring, Orcish Warhammer. We will keep Desperate Conjuring because it's funny. No, we'll throw that back. Soul Split, Dark Rift, Crystal Tower Crafter. From a slow start from our opponent, Dark Rift could win us the game. We will see what happens. Voracious Spriggan. That is a thing. Yeah, let's get going on the Dark Rift. We'll throw down our Telvanni Arcanist then. And then turn 4, probably Crystal Tower Crafter and Soul Split. Okay. Not great, but do the best we can. Now, actually, I think the plan has changed to that. That was a perfect pickup. And if our opponent wants to attack face, they have to break a rune. Does make next turn a little more awkward. We can't just play, two 2-drops, 2-2-cost spells. We'll probably just drop an Arcanist. Nimble Ally, okay. And it triggers. Alright. Lightning Bolt. Crown Quartermaster. Does that make any difference? I think it does. Because it lets us trade into that. Alright. That was another pretty good pickup. Let's see what happens next. I believe I played Alini, if that's how you pronounce that, a number of times on the ladder, so always good to see people branching out and playing Arena. Might be feeling the same way I am, just sort of uninterested in playing on the ladder at the moment. I think, if you guys want, I'll try another solo Arena run before the season's out. That's always, good time. Calling it a good time would be disingenuous, but that's always at least interesting. Looks like our opponent's thinking pretty hard about this next move. I'm still connected to the internet. Just checked. Website's opening fine. Alright, we got Torval Crook and Nord Firebrand. I assume they remember we have the Steel Dagger, but perhaps they do not. Yeah. We will just lay down Telvanni Arcanist. Okay, so what are we afraid of now? I mean, Soul Rest Marshal and Triumphant Jarl. That could be a thing. You got to be afraid of the deck that has main deck Nord Firebrands, right? I mean, that's okay. So our opponent's just going for it. Yeah, so are we. And we're going to break a rune. Should have played those cards after I went, but we have a pretty commanding position right now. We're unfortunately one turn away from Wamasuing something, a troublesome permanent off the board. There's Curse. Okay, our opponent's playing mono 0-drop cards. Do it. Do it. Please. Por favor, senor. What do we got here? Wow. Perfect on curve, too, with our Arcanist. So now we want him to drop a 7-drop? What's on tap? A Pterodactyl, the 4/4 charge Cliff Racer. That's its actual name. Pterodactyl is great to say, though, because I think of those scenes from the Jurassic Park movies where the pterodactyls are flying next to the helicopters at the end of the movies. It's always very exciting. Okay. Okay. This is actually a pretty simple turn. We lose to Crystal Tower. We lose our Crystal Tower Crafter, but I am 100% okay with that. And he knows we have a spell in hand because we just got it, but I guess there's no way to know that it's this awesome. Okay. Board looks good for us. We can Shocking Wamasu something down next turn. Quinwall Burglar or something, kind of Hail Mary spell. Okay. Followed by Leaf Lurker? Nope, just... Okay, we have 7... We have 13, 17. We go face. Yep. Cool. Alrighty, 5-2. On the edge of the end of our run, but doing pretty well. We are at the 30-minute mark, so actually I'm going to cut this video here. Hopefully our next video is not just one dramatic loss, but it'll be up tomorrow. I will play that game tomorrow and upload it the same day. And then if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments if you want to see our next video be a solo arena run or another versus arena run to cap to cap off the season. So thanks for watching. I hope you're all having a great day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.